just a girl. Hi guys.
Hi, welcome back, guys.
Welcome back to another episode of Literally Just a Girl.
Hello. We are excited to be here.
I know. I'm happy to be here today. I went to go get my eyebrows laminated, and honestly,
did you get burned again?
Yeah, I did. And I don't think I feel like she cut a little too much, and now I'm kind of like, damn it.
You feel like they're too thinned out?
Yeah.
I think they look really good.
Yeah.
Like, you look very refreshed. I actually really like the thin brows, but I'm more of a thin brow girl myself.
Yeah.
So if you like your thicker brows, then I can see how you'd be a little bit
like,
oh, no.
My girl in Sugarland, she did such a good job, and I was just like, I don't want to drive all the way to Sugarland. So I found this girl through TikTok. Her brows are great before and afters and stuff, but I do feel like she was being a little bit more cautious because she could see that my skin was getting irritated. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. She's like, "Do you have retinol on your skin?" And I was like, "No, I don't think I do." But I don't know. My skin was getting really irritated. So then she took it off, and then I feel like I was expecting her to do the whole like white thing, to like
shaping.
make them even. She made them even, but I feel like she almost cut my eyebrows too much. So it was just like the length of them. So I just didn't get what I had hoped for.
You're talking about on the top.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean because you like your brows to look very, very
like
wispy. I know what you mean.
And my other girl, it'll grow. Yeah. My other girl did it. So now I'm just like, I think I'm just going to have to do the drive to Sugarland if I want to go.
You live and you learn.
You live and you learn. It was good though because, she's a black woman. And she had like old like R&B soul on. Bro, I was jamming. Like, I was like, dude, I know every song that's coming out. And it's like, she probably did not know that. As soon as I got in my car, I was like, it took me back
I saw
like,
your story.
Oh my God.
I'm so dead. You're like, my brows are a little fucked up, but at least I listened to a really good throwback music.
Yeah, dude. Well, she didn't fuck them up, but it's just
totally,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm totally exaggerating that. They look great.
But I was like, is that what I want? But I did. Over the weekend on Sunday, I wanted to get a trim before I leave to Chicago this weekend because I'm leaving to Chicago.
What are you doing in Chicago?
The Dark Sport event in Chicago.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a trim because my hair felt like I needed it. And then I got the Brazilian.
You did?
I did. I got it. So today was my first wash day after, because they they straighten your suit?
Straight.
Like pin straight.
Yes, and you can't put it up. You can't put it in a ponytail, no clips. You have to wash it. Otherwise, it'll leave a crease. Did you put it up? They didn't tell you this? What kind of places are you going to?
Oh my God, I put it up yesterday.
Okay, so when you get a Brazilian, you are not supposed to put it in ponytail, no clips, nothing, not even behind your ears. Otherwise, it will leave a dent of whatever you do to it until you wash it for the first time. Then you can do whatever you want. And that's happened to me because I've put it up because I was so annoyed. I just got a Brazilian, and then I had a little chongo line.
Shit. A chongo line? Mm-hmm. I had it straight up in a chongo yesterday.
Well, it looks good.
Yeah, so I mean, today was the first day I literally just washed it, and I was like letting it air dry, and I got a trim. It feels good. It feels good. And then I was like, go ahead and dye I told her, I was like, go ahead and dye my roots. I'm already here. She did use like a lighter color. Can you tell?
No, okay. Not at all.
Because I could tell a little bit, and I was like,
Can you? I think it looks great.
I was like, okay, I'm not going to touch the rest of it. But I'm like, okay, I need it. It feels good, and I was a little nervous that it was going to look too short, but I don't feel like it looks too short.
No.
So I'm like, okay, I'm excited for my hair to grow more.
It looks so good.
Play with this Brazilian and hopefully, just...
Do you like the way it feels?
It feels good. Yeah. I mean, I'm typically not I don't like day one washed hair, though.
Right.
Right now I feel like it just... I feel like it gets a little bit more poofy than usual. But I do like... I feel like the smoothness is good. So
it looks really good.
I have to tell you.
I'm actually going to go tomorrow to do... I did some research, and I want my hair to be practically pin straight whenever I get out of the shower. I have really curly hair. I almost wore it today, and I was like, no.
You need to.
I almost did, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. I get too annoyed with it. But tomorrow I booked an appointment to get permanent Japanese straightening.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yes. I found a place in Bel Air. They are all Japanese. Barely could speak to me on the phone. And I was like, I want straightening. And they were like, straight? Yeah, straightening. Okay, you come in tomorrow 11. I was like, okay. Yeah, so, and they had really good reviews. I did my research, so Cross my fingers.
So there, you just want your hair straight.
I want my hair like pin straight.
So you're not gonna be able to curl it as much.
No, you should be able to curl it after a few washes and stuff. Like it should kind of. Well, you know what? I don't know what I'm talking about. I've never gotten it done, so we'll see. We'll see. But it's supposed to be just like permanent smoothing. Like it lasts forever is what they told me over the phone. I was like, how long does it last? He was like, after you do it, forever. And I was like, okay, that's what I want.
That's exciting.
We'll see.
Okay, yeah. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I love that we get to try all these things and then
report back. So
we report back.
Yeah.
We report back.
I will.
But yeah, I want to see, because I love your hair. I'm like, I love it. So.
But this is after like an hour and a half of blow drying it. I use the Dyson Airwrap. Like I use the brush part and I blow it out. Then I style it with whatever I want to do.
That's
like
what
it's
I
a
have
lot
to
of
do.
work. Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of freaking work, dude.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
And then I'm going to New York and it's going to be so hot. It's humid here. It's just like I can tell because I got a Brazilian before the wedding in late February. So I can tell my roots are already grown out and they get poofy and really like frizzy. And I'm just so tired of having to go get a Brazilian every 3 months. So and it's not cheap. It's like $300 when I go.
No, yeah, it's $300.
Yeah. So.
You know, something that she made me realize, and I had not thought of it. I had never thought about this, which is weird, but because I have so much gray, right? Like we have covered up the gray, but my hair texture is still gray hair texture. And gray hair texture is dry. And she's like, what you're feeling isn't like, yeah, it could be some damage, but what you're feeling, your hair's never going to go back to like what you had it before. She's like, because one, you get a lot of gray. And so like, yeah, you're covering that gray, Jasmine, but your texture to the core is gray hair. And I was like, she's like, you literally need to condition and like moisture, everything about moisture to your hair. And I'm like, you are so right. And I don't buy moisturizing shampoos. And I was using the whole Olaplex. And remember I told you I bought some more. And then the girls on TikTok were like, no, get rid of the Olaplex. I bought some like, I don't know, it's not Garnier. It's, which one is it? It's like like a drugstore one that people were like raving about. Like a hydrating one. I swear to God, I got out of the shower and I was like, within one day, I was
like,
like,
send it to us so we can let them know. I want to try it.
So it's good, but I want to give it a few times to see how hydrating it is. And then I just bought like the Shea brand. It's like Shea Moisture brand, like extensive hydrating mask. So I'm gonna go through a bottle of that, and then I'll keep you guys updated.
Yeah, please.
But she was telling me like with your hair, you just have to hydrate the shit out of your hair, and I'm like, okay,
that makes total sense.
Yeah, I don't know why I never thought about that.
I get straight grays. It makes me so upset, but I do. And whenever I do get it, you're right. It's like wild.
It's wild. Yeah. You can't control it. Like it's different. It's almost like horse hair.
Yeah.
You know, like it is. And so she's like, your hair's texture is just different. And I was like, wow, okay.
Like you saying I'm getting old.
No, I mean, I just have gray hair. Like, oh my God, my picture.
It's genetic. It's crazy.
For my run this weekend, because I wore my hair like this, I was like, dude, I fucking hate my hair. I look like an old lady because all this front is just gray, dude. I just did not like it.
Okay, can we go right into your run? Because I'm dying to know. I heard Gabby, she's dying to know. You were officially an ultra marathoner?
Yes, I'm officially an ultra marathoner.
Which is crazy because when we first started the pod, I was like, I think maybe month 2, I was like, that's when I did the half marathon. And I was like, you've got to do it. And you were like, no. You were like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah.
And look at you.
I know.
An ultra marathoner.
I know.
Oh my God.
I want to go, I was telling Hannah, I want to do like a whole motivational episode, so that'll be next week for you guys, but it was a really cool experience. I'm like so happy I did it, and I'm so happy that I did it, and I'm proud of myself for really like just like not overly stressing about it. Granted, I went in knowing that I have the training for it because I've been running now, since January, I've been, like, running. And then I have, like, the cardiovascular health from now Hyrox training. So I went in knowing that, like, I could finish it. I'm like, I can do it, right? So I feel like it'd be different if I had not been running and then, like, you just sign up. But, like, I think going into it, I didn't stress about it. I was just like, I'm just going to do the best that I can. I didn't have like a time goal set for each mile, but also because I didn't have a time goal, I told Chris, like, I went through it Saturday, and I'll go into detail about it. I went through it Saturday, And then Sunday, like, I was recovering. And then yesterday I was so busy all day. So I hadn't had a chance to really sit with my thoughts. But I had, like, yesterday was, like, I was kind of bummed out yesterday. And I was, like, trying to think, like, why do I feel, like a little bummed out? And I think it's just, like, my personality. I'm, like, I know everyone yesterday at, like, the run club was, like, oh, my God, you ran 37 miles. How cool. Oh, my God. Because I did 37 out of the 50. And they're, like, that is amazing. Like, and I just don't feel like it was amazing.
As in your time? What
I think, like, as an amazing accomplishment. I think.
That's okay, valid.
And I think, like, obviously, I'm very proud of myself. There's, like, such a small, it's, like, 0.1% of the people in the world are ultramarathoners. But I think for me, because I didn't, like, push myself to a time and just kind of said, I'm just going to finish it, I think I knew that I could push myself more again if I wanted to again. Because there was one lap that I walked, right? Mm-hmm. So I feel like if I would have gone into it, I'm going to do every mile at a blank pace, not walk, not stop, then I feel like it would have been like, I freaking did that.
I aspire for your competitiveness with yourself.
I know.
It is an amazing accomplishment. I know I want to validate everything you feel. Yeah. So everything you feel is totally normal because you're like, I don't care what the bar is. My bar is here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
I know exactly what you mean because that's how you are with yourself and you're tough on yourself.
Yeah. And I was telling Chris, I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm feeling all these feelings and, like, I don't know. Like it's almost like, and Chris, we sat up this morning and talked about it because I was like, hey, I want to talk to you about something. And because he always, like, kind of helps me navigate my emotions when I'm feeling a lot. And he was like, you just have really high standards. And he's like, you just know that, like, if you would have had a time goal and you would have, like, not stopped, that would have been different. Which, props, I will say I'm so grateful I did this. Like, yes, I ran 37 miles, which is an accomplishment in itself. But I will say this. It was every hour on the hour, right? So for those of you who don't, like, maybe didn't see my story, so we started at 8 p.m., we ended at 8 a.m. Mm-hmm. Every hour on the hour, you ran 4.2 miles. Mm-hmm. So you could run it as fast or as slow as you wanted, but if you ran it slow, as soon as the other hour started, you had to keep going. So you didn't have a break. So if you ran it in, like, 40 minutes, then you had 20 minutes to take a break. If you ran it and you took the whole 60 minutes, you're
continuously running.
Or you skip out for that hour, right? Okay. And you rest that hour, and then you go on to the next hour.
Okay.
But then you're already 4 miles down, right? So I did that 3 times, so that's why I didn't finish the full 50. Mm-hmm. But I didn't do it till the 3rd lap. So after mile 12, I think, I took a break. I took mile 12, or I can't remember. It's all a blur. Mm-hmm. I feel like it was just like, keep going, keep going, keep going. Anyways, once I got to mile 20, my goal was 25. Remember I told you I was going to break it up with me and Jacob. It was going to be me 25, Jacob 25. Well, then I get there and I'm like, Jacob, let's just fucking go for it, bro. Like, I'm like, let's just do it. Let's just do as many as we can. And he's like, all right, I'm down. Which was a lot better than me going and then him going. Like, we all went at the same time. So it ended up, like, just being a lot better. Out of the 50 people that were participating, I think it was only 5 girls, including me. And the rest were male.
Wow.
So we were just like, let's do it. I've been saving this because, oh my God, you're going to laugh. Okay. So everyone in the running community will tell you, and I don't know why, I guess because it wasn't I didn't think of it as race day, right? I thought about it. I went in like, this is just a challenge, not race day. So everyone will tell you that on race day, like leading up to like a marathon or a half marathon race day, which typically is in the morning, right? Mm-hmm. The day before or 2 days before you carb load. Mm-hmm. Didn't do that. Then they'll say, also make sure that what you're eating, you're used to eating.
100%. Don't try anything new.
Don't try anything new.
Uh-huh.
No. My ass Friday. So the run is Friday night. My ass on Friday is like, all right, I'm gonna chill, whatever. Chris went to go to High Rocks. And I'm like, well, I'm just going to go to HEB in the meantime and just chill, whatever. Well, then I'm like on Yelp and I'm like, oh, this smoothie place just popped up on my TikTok. Like, let me go. So I go. The girl was so friendly. They ended up like hooking me up with like so many extra smoothies. But I got like this avocado, what was it? Mango avocado smoothie. And it was healthy, if you know what I mean. Like, just like, it was good, but it was just like very healthy. So I like spinach and kale and all this stuff. Did not cross my mind, okay? I was just like, oh, I'm going to be healthy, extra carbs, like fruits, whatever.
The detox one. Give me the detox one. Extra greens.
I get there, I'm fine. My stomach's fine. I had Chick-fil-A. I made sure I had some fries. I didn't carb load as much as I had hoped I would have. I don't know, just like it didn't work out. I did have pasta the night before, but then again, like I feel like everything was against me. I had pasta the night before, and I made it, and I made the chicken, but the chicken turned out to be like super salted from the bread that I used, so I didn't really eat much. And then the night before, we ordered Olive Garden on Uber Eats. They completely disregarded our order. We waited for 2 hours. It was 11 p.m., no Olive Garden. So it was just like, I feel like every day was just not adding up. Mm-hmm. Okay, I start the run at 8. Chris is still waiting for me there a little bit. He was like, he only stayed there for like an hour. And then like after, I'm like, okay, babe, like 4 miles in, I feel great. I'm going to have an applesauce. So I chugged down an applesauce. I don't know why I chose an applesauce, but I did. And then he leaves. And then I'm like running. We start mile 5. And I'm like, oh my freaking God. I am like holding back tears. And I'm like, dude, I'm with Jacob. Bless his heart. I love him. And I'm like, I mean, granted, I've barely met the guy like 3 months ago. I'm not going to tell him I'm shitting myself. So what the hell do I do? And this other girl's running with us. So the loop, thankfully, was like this. There was like a porta potty on the way. And I'm like, I'm not shitting in a freaking porta potty. I'm not doing that. I'm like, no. So then I'm like, I remembered that there's a rice box on the way. I'm like, okay, like it's me, Jacob, and then who was it? I can't remember. I think it was this girl named Alondra. She's with us, and I'm like, okay, guys, I'm just gonna stop at the bathroom. Y'all keep going. Egg roll real quick. Y'all keep going. She's like, they're like, no, we'll wait for you, and I'm like, no, it's okay, just keep going. They're like, no, we'll wait for you. I am like, please, dear God, no one want to come in after me. I blew up that toilet. I was like, oh my God, please, Diosito, my God, why me? Why now? I'm dying. So I completely like let it all out, and I'm like, oh my God. Okay, the toilet is not flushing. I'm like, oh my God. Like, you've got to be fucking kidding me, dude. Not flushing. Toilet's not flushing. Oh my God. I am praying to all, I'm like, dear God, I will get on my knees right now. You need to make this toilet flush. Thank God it ended up flushing. I just like had to hold it like 2 times, and I was like, I'm sweating profusely, not, you know, from the run, from the poop, from everything. I'm just like sweating profusely, and I'm just like, oh my God, like whatever. Finally, just like wash my hands, get out. Everyone's waiting on me, all the girls and the guy. I felt so bad. I'm like, okay, let's keep going. Not even 2 minutes. I'm like, my stomach's like, nah, bitch, you gotta go again. Not done. Oh my God, my stomach was so upset. I finally make it. We make it back with like 5 minutes or 10 minutes left. And I'm like just like sitting like this. And
is there a bathroom at the place where you stopped?
No. There's no place. It
just was a porta potty.
Well, the porta potty was like further down.
Yeah.
We're like right. Do you know where local foods on in the Heights is, right in front of Postino's?
Yes.
We're literally in that part.
What was the plan for people to go to the bathroom?
Like, I don't think they thought about that. They just like, there was like a porta potty like across the little strip where there's like the market where La La Land is and all that. So I'm like sitting there and I'm just like contemplating life. And then they're like, hey, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just like, holy crap. And
by the way, I don't know if you know this, but I didn't experience this, but I did a lot of research before my half marathon, and I did find out that running long distances releases the tension in your muscles that hold everything. So a lot of runners literally end up shitting themselves or having to go a lot. Number two, throughout your long distance runs. It's a very normal, common thing. So that's why I'm like shocked that they didn't think that through. Like, it's an ultra marathon. A lot of ultra marathon. You can literally Google it. There are photos of ultra marathoners, I'm not kidding you, shitting down their leg because they don't stop, because that's the whole thing with an ultra marathon is like, you don't stop, you keep going. You can ask any runner. That's like a normal thing. So I'm shocked.
But I'm like, I am not gonna shit myself. Like, are you kidding me?
No, for sure. But why didn't they think of like, we need a bathroom?
Dude, I don't know. And then I'm like, okay, so we go again, and I'm like, thankfully I saw that the marketplace right there was like a bar. And I'm like, I'm going in this bar. Like, I don't care. So I run in, and at this point, it's already 10 p.m. I run in. The other girl, so one of the other girls had an applesauce too. And so I just hear one girl after the next come in after me, and there's like 3 or 4 stalls.
I don't think I want to know.
Girl, that bathroom noises, I was holding back my laugh, because what you could hear from all of us, we were just dying. We were dying. Oh. And then, thankfully, so then I'm texting Chris, and I'm like, babe, I need you to come. Like, I have severe diarrhea. Like, you need to come. He's like, isn't there a CVS or Walgreens on your route? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, you just stop by and get some anti-diarrhea meds. And I'm like, all right, fine. Everyone's like, not your husband saying you stop. So anyways, I end up stopping, and I just I got them, and I gave some to the girls, and thankfully, like, after an hour, it kicked in. So that was like the worst thing, because like I feel like I could have gone a little faster in the beginning, but because of that, I wasn't able to.
Yeah. So
then also, I'm not a big electrolyte type of person. I didn't realize that after each 4 miles, I should have probably been consuming electrolytes.
Yes.
So 3 a.m. comes around, and I feel really bad, like severely bad. And like, one of the guys is like, are you drinking electrolytes? And I'm like, well, I'm sipping on them. And they're like, no, you need to be downing electrolytes. And I'm like, I'm so nauseous. I'm like, I can't even, like, they're like, are you eating? I'm like, I would try to eat like a banana, like a bite, and I would want to throw up. So like, I wasn't getting the proper fuel either. So the one thing about going every hour on the hour 2, like, yeah, you were able to stop, but then also, like, it was almost, like, worse, because when you started running again, like, that's when you felt your body. Like, my body was hurting. And it was not so much, like, my upper body or anything. My hips started hurting. And, like, so my quads were really tight. So, like, your pace just got slower and slower. So by 3 in the morning, 4 a.m., a few guys had already dropped because their muscles were cramping, like they couldn't go. I also think some of them like just went out too hard the first like 2 laps, and then they were like, okay, yeah, we can't keep up this pace, and your body's like severely dehydrated. We were sweating. I changed halfway through. Thankfully, Britt texted me like around 5 a.m. and she was like, how are you doing? And I'm like, I do not feel good. Like, I'm really nauseous. I'm really dizzy. And then I told her, I was like, tell Art, like, I'm not, because I had told Art, yeah, we'll, like, go to breakfast. Like, come at 8 a.m., we'll go to breakfast. And I texted her, and I was like, tell Art, no breakfast. I'm going to go home. And she's like, no, like, you got this. Like, don't, like, are you drinking electrolytes and stuff? She's like, I'm on my way. Like, I woke up early because we wanted to go. So thankfully, she gets there. 7 a.m. was my last lap. She got there, like, right before my last lap. And she was like, you need to drink electrolytes. You're severely dehydrated, and that's why you're nauseous. So after I had more electrolytes, I started feeling a little better. And then I just kind of pushed. It was me, Jacob, and one of the girls, Maria. It was just 3 of us left, and like I think 1 or 2 guys. So we finished the last one, and we finished at 37. There was only 2 people that finished the 50.
Out of 50 people.
Only like 2 finished 50.
Wow.
Some people completely stopped. After they hit the marathon, the 26 miles, they stopped. Jacob wanted to stop, and I'm like, no, we're going to keep going.
He wanted to stop.
Yeah, I was like, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. And then the last one was really, I could tell was really tough for them. And I was like, no, let's go. So I was like, my pace was kind of slow, but I was like, I can't just leave them behind. So like I stayed with them and I was like, let's go. Like even if we like, I made them do intervals. I was like, okay, when you see that car, we'll run, and then we'll stop at the like. It was just like a mental battle for you know, their bodies were hurting, my hips were hurting. Jacob lost like 2 toenails. Like it was just like all a mental battle. But honestly, like we made it to 37, which I'm like super proud because again, we were only going to do 25. Then I came home. I didn't even have breakfast. I was like, dude, I got in the shower, and as soon as the water hit me, I was like, my body was burning because I had cuts everywhere and chafing everywhere. And then I was so nauseous, but I was like, I need to eat. I haven't had anything to eat. So I was like, nothing sounds good. And I told Chris, just like Uber or some Chick-fil-A. Like I could go for some Chick-fil-A. So he's like, are you sure you're going to like be up? And I'm like, yeah, like I'll be up. So I laid in bed and I was like fighting the sleep. I'm like, I was like this. I was like, where's the Chick-fil-A? So I finally got here and I was only able to like take 2 bites, and then I got nauseous and I was like, fuck this, I'm just gonna go to sleep. So I woke up at 12, and again, like I was like, just like I just felt like so out of it. And I was like, Chris, like you're just severely dehydrated. And so he got me one of those people to come and give me an IV.
Good.
Dude, she got here within like 30 minutes.
Revived you,
Oh
right?
my God, it was like night and day.
IVs are the best.
Dude, I was like, make me feel bad, girl. And then I was like, okay, I'm hungry. I can eat. I had me a burrito this thick. I was so hungry. I was starving, but because of the nausea of the dehydration, I couldn't eat anything. No, I was like, whatever, just get me back to feeling good. Like in 30 minutes, I was like,
I know.
It was the best thing ever.
I love IVs when I'm super sick or feeling like you're getting sick or super tired. IV with vitamin B12.
Yeah, I got all the vitamins.
Amazing.
I was like, give me the Energizer one. Give me the because there was like an athlete recovery one. I was like, give me all of them. Give me all the vitamins. I need to feel good. And yeah, I think that's why I recovered a lot better. Obviously, all day I was sleepy and I was tired because I was sleep deprived. But the next day on Sunday, I woke up feeling great. I just woke up sore, you know. But Saturday, like I was like to the touch, I was hurting, you know. But Sunday I was sore, and then yesterday I was like, yeah, I'm gonna run Monday, and I did go to High Rocks yesterday, and I worked out. Then I tried to run yesterday, 1 minute and 15 seconds, and my body was like, hell no.
I was gonna ask you how you did run.
No, I didn't run.
Okay.
I wanted to, and I tried. Because I worked out and I was like, okay, if I can work out, I can run. But my hip is still hurting me. And then towards the end of class yesterday, my hip like gave out. And Brian was like, no, just like, don't push it. We're just going to finish with abs. And then I was like, okay, I'll be fine to jog. No, my body was literally like, no, you're not running. Like it was screaming at me. And I was like, I just walked and I walked back and I'm like, I'm going to give myself a break.
Absolutely.
So I was supposed to go run today too, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go Thursday. Let me take another day off my body.
Don't push it too much.
I don't want to push it to where it's like I'm gonna hate running or something, you know, or I don't want to like hurt myself.
You can really injure yourself really badly by pushing yourself too much. How did your feet feel? Because that was the biggest thing for me with the half marathon. My feet felt like they were gonna fall off.
My feet didn't hurt that bad. It's not until now that my toe is hurting. I don't know I'm going to get a pedicure on Thursday, and I'm like, we're going to see how the toe's doing because it's covered right now. But that toe yesterday was bothering me a lot in my tennis shoes. And yeah, but other than that, my left foot was hurting a little bit because part of the run was a little slanted, and I could tell like my ankle and my foot I was like, damn it, I'm going to have a sprained ankle after this.
What shoes do you run in?
My Asics. I love
really?
Asics. Yeah, Asics are great. What shoes were you running in?
I ran in these, they're Under Armour running shoes, and I love the lace. There's no laces. It's like a twist, so it twists up the lace, and that's what I've always ran with, but they're 1.5 sizes too big for me, and that's what you're supposed to do when you're running long distance. You never want it to be too... So what happened with your friend is his shoes are probably too small, and he needs to go get toe guards.
Yeah, maybe.
A lot of people's nails will fall off if your shoe is too small.
Yeah, well, mine's typically mine's probably like a half size. My shoe feels great. My good. Asics are great. I didn't have any problems with my shoes. I love all my shoes. Okay. And I took 2 pairs because I changed because my change my socks and stuff because I didn't want to get blisters and stuff. But thankfully, other than that, it was just like mostly my hips. And then he was being friendly. He was like trying to help, and he like wanted to help with our shins, and like he like massaged it, and that shit hurt so bad. He's like, "You're being a diva," and I was like, "I'm about to slap you."
Who said that?
That dude. I was like, "I'm about to slap you so fucking hard right now because you called me a diva." I'm like, "Because you hurt me." Like, it's not like it was like a whatever. Like he put the Theragun on like close to my shin, and like was like trying to like release it, but he hit my bone, and he was like, "Oops, sorry." I was like, like I'm gonna be a bitch right now, and I really don't want to.
Yeah.
And I feel like out of everything, that has been the most tender to touch too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was just like honestly, it was just my hips, and it was just the nausea and dizziness that really had me like feeling like I could tell that I was like pale. I was like, fuck, like I feel sick. But I will say this, even though I ran that, and I ran 37, I am not ready to run a full marathon. Like a full marathon nonstop and training for a certain time, that's a completely different beast too on its own. Okay. I did it like obviously this ultra with no goal, like no time in mind, right? It'd be different if I had a time in mind and I would have like not stopped. But I think not stopping and doing a full marathon in a specific time is a whole different beast. And I'm like, I'm not ready for that. And I do think that for sure, if you're trying to hit a certain time, it definitely takes training.
Can you imagine like having to qualify for the Boston Marathon or something like that? Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
You have to hit a certain time, and there's pacers at the very back. Same for any marathon.
Yeah.
You have to reach a certain pace, otherwise you get cut immediately.
No, yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, the girl that we follow, Karen for Olive Sarai, she qualified, and she's running like 7:30 paces for the entire like 26 miles.
The Boston, did she qualify? Mm-hmm. Wow. That is awesome.
She's qualified for all of them. She did London this year. She's doing Boston. I think Boston's the next one where she has with Maybelline or something like that.
That is awesome.
It's awesome. Her time is amazing. Yeah.
Wow.
It's great. Yeah. I mean, it was cool. I love the experience. And I'll go a little bit into like the motivating thing later on, but on next week's episode, but it was really cool. Like, I'm glad I did it. And yeah, it's on my bucket list now.
Yeah.
I did it.
That's an amazing accomplishment. Yeah. But I know how you are. You're like, my goals are even bigger and better. And it's like a little spark to just ignite that flame in you to achieve whatever pace, whatever your goal is. Yeah. So your half marathon is coming up in August.
Yeah.
What day in August? You know? And it's here in Houston?
Yeah, I'm a little... The only thing is, it's like mid-August. I'm a little nervous of it just because of the heat here.
That's what
everyone was like, you should not have done that. Like, I'm surprised they even allowed that here because it can be really dangerous with the heat.
Yes.
I didn't even think about that when I signed up. I was just trying to do something like in the middle of the year, and then I'm like... Then I realized that, and I was like, well, I signed up. So now I'm not so worried about pace for that one. I just want to like... I think for me, if I do like a 9:30 minute pace for it, that will be golden. And then I want to sign up for the one in January, that half, and actually maybe like try going for like an actual like good time. Yeah. When it's not freaking 90 degrees, 100 degrees.
The one in January, it was 29 degrees when we started.
I know.
I froze my ass off, literally. But August, I was going to tell you, definitely, I think the ultra marathon kind of will prepare you and has prepared you because you know not to mess with your food. Figure out what your plan is for prep when it comes to like 3 days before you actually want to be solid on the same exact diet. Yeah. Like same thing. Yeah. Same. Don't switch up even a different type of water. I'm not kidding. Like you want to make sure you have no variables that will mess you up in any way. And then just plan to have an IV ready when you're done. Yeah. And drink tons and tons of water. Pickle juice is good. Yeah. In between sometimes. Also just get your little packets, like your food packets, and have it in a fanny pack, and then eat one like every, I would say probably...
It's every like 45 minutes. Yeah. But I just I don't like the goos. I feel like they upset my stomach. I and they dry my mouth.
Try them now to find one you like.
Yeah, I need. I need to. Well that sits well. Candy sits well with me too. Like I can. I've been able to like chew and run at the same time. It's a little different, but. Yeah, it was a big, like, I'm so glad I did it because, again, it makes me, like, okay, I need to make sure I'm carrying a water bottle when I run. Mm-hmm. I need to make sure that, my carbs are on point, that I'm hydrated well before, and that I have good fuel in between. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a whole, like, I'm glad I did it because if I would have gone into my half like this, I would have died. I would have been like, I would have felt so unprepared, you know? So I feel like now I can go and feel more prepared. Exactly. And not fuck around with like applesauce and stuff that's going to make me poop myself. Yeah. Because that was horrible. I do not wish that on anyone.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You poor thing. I'm sorry.
No, it was good. It was good. You know, I was like, the whole time I was like, dude, I can't wait to tell Hannah and Gabby. They're going to laugh so hard.
Well, at least your toilet flushed.
Yeah, at least the toilet flushed, girl. Because, oh my God, I was like about to have one of those things where I scooped the poop out and put it in the garbage or something, dude. Oh my God, that would have been a nightmare.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, let's talk about Love Island.
Love Island.
It's the last time, guys. I promise. Yeah, I promise. It's over.
I know.
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch the finale?
No. At all? I know. I watched a little bit. I watched like the first 10, 15 minutes because she put it on when she was finishing my hair.
Okay.
And it's so funny because you texted the group. Hannah texted the group yesterday and was like, watch this clip. I'm so annoyed. Huda and Chris. And I didn't watch it, but when you explained it, and I was like, I saw the exact part you're talking about in the beginning where Huda is like, cuddle me. And I'm like, you are so toxic. Yeah. I cannot. And I have, if you follow me on TikTok, I've been reposting everyone who talks about people who like Huda because you know I'm so big. If you like Huda, you have toxic traits. There's a reason why you like her.
Right.
And I want to know. Going forward, that is going to be like, do you like Huda? If you say yes, I'm going to be like, we cannot be friends. We can't be friends. We can't be friends. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
It's a good judgment of character, honestly.
Yes.
She did get better, I will say. Like, give her some grace. Okay, she did get a little bit better. But the finale, Amaya won.
I know, I saw that. And
Amaya winning.
I didn't have anything against anyone. Out of everyone there, I think, like everyone said, she deserved it. Obviously, like, I didn't really get to love her because I didn't watch Love Island to its entirety. And then I think because her, I don't want to talk bad about her because she's so sweet, but I didn't like her voice. So I think it would just rub me the wrong way. So every time she was on camera, I wanted her to leave because of her voice. But I know that's bad to say. But I'm glad that Nick and Alondra didn't win.
Yes.
Glad they didn't win. I also feel like very played because I really liked, what's her name? The one that was with Nick. Sierra. And then everyone, like, all this stuff came out about her. And then I'm like, oh, man.
Did you see her apology video on Instagram?
Yes. And I'm like, girl, what the fuck would you wear that sweater? Like, she made me so mad.
She wore a sweater that said empathy.
Empathy. Why would you do that? Come on. Like, I'm like, I rooted for you so hard. And now I'm like, do I judge character wrong now? Because I liked you. And then now I'm like looking at everything and like people hated her so much because they do feel like she was very like, what's that word? She like knew, like, what is it? Like thought out. She knew exactly.
Like fabricated?
Like she knew what she was like already thought about what she was going to say. Mm-hmm. And like, because she was on TV, right?
Yeah.
And I felt like, oh my God, did I get played? For me, it wasn't a big issue that she had a Love Island party. I'm like, maybe she liked Love Island. What's so wrong with that, you know? But people like were really mad at that. They were just like, she's not there to find love, which, okay, I get.
Like she plotted all of this.
She plotted all of this.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Very much so. You can definitely catch that energy from her. The empathy sweater, whatever. What got me in her apology video was her saying, I'm so sorry that I held space for this racial slur.
Everyone said that. I don't know what that means. Chris was like, what does that mean?
Okay. I'm so sick and if I hear the word crash out one more time, if I hear the word holding space one more time, I'm going to crash out. Okay, so holding space is from you're not a wicked girl, but whenever Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande did a bunch of press for Wicked, they were obsessed with each other. Like they're just attached to the hip. Okay, so there's a meme of them like going like this, and she's holding her like put your finger like this, and she's holding her finger like this for moral support. Okay?
No.
Says, no. I swear you're to God. Lying. I swear. It's literally them doing this, okay, for like emotional support, and they're in some interview, and holding space came from this meme of them holding space. Okay, so when someone says like I'm holding space for that, it means like I have it in the back burner in my head. Do you know what I mean? So like if I'm holding space, like it's memorable, I guess, and maybe I'm like butchering this a little bit, but the way she worded it. No. Who the hell is holding space for a racial slur? Yeah. Like, I'm sorry. She's like, I didn't know it had that negative context to it. I'm so sorry I was holding space for that word in my head this whole time. No. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Just say, like, you didn't know that, you didn't think it was going to be so negative, and just apologize. Be like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But again, you came on here with an empathy sweater and people were like, and a fucking crystal, which I don't know, it's like a protection thing, right? And then you say that and it's like, oh, girl, you just come off disgenuine again. Yes. You know, like,
Yes, exactly. But anyway, another big issue I have with Alondria and Nick is that
whole situation is fucked up, but keep going.
Okay, that's what I'm going to say.
It's so messed up.
I don't understand how did you watch the Parent episode where the families came on?
No.
Okay, so all of the Islanders had their families come out.
I saw it. I just saw because everyone's raving about her sister.
Yeah.
She's beautiful. I just see it on TikTok.
And she was kind of calling her out on her bullshit too.
Oh, she was?
She was like, why are you saying mamacita? Just say I'm a mom. Like she was like, why the fuck are you saying it like that? Just say I'm a mom.
Okay.
Like she was putting her in her place.
I'm glad.
And she said, she was like, you fell for Jeremiah way too hard. Like way too fast, way too hard. And she was like, oh shit, yeah, you're right. Like she was calling her out.
Okay, good.
But that's what a good sister would do.
Yes.
Back to Nicolandria. When Sierra got kicked off and they recoupled.
Okay, can we go? I didn't see this episode right, and I wish I did because obviously they were like, because I rooted for Sierra and Nick for so long. Mm-hmm. What did Nick do? Did he cry when she left?
No.
Nothing happened? Like, no?
No. He said he was bummed. He was like, just, they never fully addressed it. They just kind of were like, he was like, well, you know, now with my circumstances, it just really sucks. Like, he did say, you know, he's sad about it. It really sucks. And then we just moved on. We're
like nothing, right?
Now we're like chatting with Alondria, and all of a sudden we have this spark that it's always been in your face since episode 1. Like, I've always had a thing for you. You know what I mean?
And it's such a slap in the face.
You were having sex with Sierra quite literally every single night, coupled up with her. And now all of a sudden, we're just going to root for him to be with Alondria.
No.
And the families are going to come in, and the families are going to be like, I always knew you guys were destined to be together. I just loved her. I've loved her from the beginning. You guys are great.
So weird. It's not. It's the weirdest relationship I've seen on camera. It doesn't even go. Yes. And this is not a racial thing. It just does not go.
Yes.
Like I'm like, no, you don't. That is not, like, no. Yeah. It doesn't. Alondria, you cannot lie. Alondria is not into Nick.
No, and mind you, Alondria and Sierra were really close.
No, I know.
So that's the most fucked up part because that's girl code. That is girl code. Like, even if Sierra were to have left unexpectedly, right? And now it's like a tactic to stay on Love Island. Like, you're putting your image before your friendship.
Yeah.
Because they want to have this image of them to be perfect on screen for all of America to see. But it's like, what matters here? Like, you guys don't have a connection. And just like you said, I don't see it.
I don't see it. Yeah. And I don't know how people see it. And like, I saw the comments. I'm like, y'all are crazy.
Crazy. You want to tell me 2 days ago you were having sex with her in a bed, and now you think I want to couple up with you?
That's
what
crazy.
do you mean?
Yeah, I that was the most like weirdest dynamic I've ever seen. I feel like, and I agree with you. I feel like that point of laundry should have been like, look, Sierra's gone, we can finish, but we're not going to be a couple. Like, you know, I don't.
Well, they do that. They try and fake it to be voted,
Yeah,
like
to be
as
voted,
a strong
yeah.
couple, which is just bullshit.
To get money.
You're right. So, okay, that's how I feel about them. I have something to say about Chris and Huda. And did you watch the scene?
I didn't see the scene that you said, but I did see the bed scene.
Shit.
So what did Chris say?
Oh my God. Okay. Did you watch all of it? Okay. This threw me for a loop. So Huda and Chris are just the stupidest couple. Huda is just so out of her mind, delusional, because she thinks every man is just head over heels obsessed with her from the get-go. And it's like, you guys know, don't throw yourself on a man unless you want to look so dumb. Like, let a man chase you.
Well, she loves the lust. She's not in it. Yeah, she loves like the obsession lust. But that like, if you have, she has no depth, because if you don't have depth, like that shit's going to be done within like.
But with her, it's only on her terms when she wants it. So in front of everyone, she was not giving him any affection. I'm talking about Chris.
Okay.
Would not kiss him, would not touch him, barely really spoke to him. And then at night in bed, she wanted to have sex, cuddle, him touch her, make out, right? And he was like, hold on, which he's right for this, okay? Yeah. He was like, hold on, you don't want to kiss or touch me when we're in front of other people, but the second we get in bed, you want to feel me up and you want to touch and all this stuff. And she was like, well, I just don't want everyone to like, you know, last time with Jeremiah, I went in too hard, so this time I'm trying to back off. But she wants to have sex at night with him in the dark, behind closed doors or whatever.
Yeah.
Whenever all the other islanders are asleep, she doesn't want them to know about it. So stupid.
Yeah.
So they go on this date, the final date, right? And before they went on the date, Chris was talking to Nick, and he was like, yo, you'll never know. Like, you'll never guess what happened last night. He's like, what happened? And he was like, so Huda was trying to feel me up and touch me, and like, I'm trying to sleep, and he was kind of an asshole for this, but also he's not, because, like, she's crazy. But he was like, my sleep comes before all that bullshit. Like, I told her to stop. I don't want to cuddle. I don't want to touch right now. Like, let me sleep. And
I saw that. And
okay,
she's
you
like,
did?
yo, I saw where he's like, he's tired. Bro, it is embarrassing for her. She's like,
so embarrassing.
Hey, like 5 times. And then she goes, oh, you're going to pick sleep? Okay, we're going to have this conversation in the morning. Like, things are going to be bad for you. And I'm like,
what a fucking psycho bitch.
Yeah.
And then she counts to 3. And she goes, if you're not going to talk to me on 3, then I'm not talking to you tomorrow. And so she went 1, 2, 3. And then he didn't say anything, and she rolled over like a fucking child, okay?
Isn't that like, if a guy did that to me, dude, done.
Are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
So Chris is telling Nick all of this, right? And Nick is like, yeah, bro, that's kind of weird. Like, that's fucking weird. I mean, what are you going to do? You guys have, this is our last day. You guys have a date today. And he was like, I don't fucking know. The energy is just so off. Like, I'm not into it. And Nick was like, well, it's our last day, so maybe you should just make the most of it and try and be nice. And he was like, okay, yeah, you're right. You know what? I'm just going to try and, like, kind of be nice. I'm going to smooth things over, let it go. Mm-hmm. So they go on this date, and they sit down to eat. And it's like, you didn't see any at all of the date?
No.
Okay, so it's a table in the middle of this pool of, like, water, like shallow water. And then there's a little, like, riser in the middle where they have a table, and they're eating dinner, and they're across the table from each other. And it's Chris and Huda. And I can't remember who starts it. I think it's Huda. She's like, something just feels off. Like, what's going on? Let's talk about last night. And he was like, okay. Yeah, when you spoke to me like a child. And he was like, I'm not going to be with someone who talks to me the way my mom fucking talks to me. Like, you counting to 3 is fucking crazy. And she was like, she kept trying to interrupt him, and he has a thing with interrupting. He was like...
Well, because she has a thing about interrupting all the time.
She does, but also, like, stop being fucking weird. Mm-hmm. Like, he's like... He'll just stop talking. It's like, grow up. He's like, are you going to let me talk? Are you going to let me finish? Because I wasn't done. I can't. He gives me I've never known someone that gives me such an ick.
Yeah.
So they're talking, and he's like, yeah, I'm just, that's crazy. I'm not going to put up with that shit, you know? Like, you're trying to touch me, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, well, I just want a man that's, like, obsessed with me. I'm used to having a man that's all over me. Like, Why are you like that? And then they kind of were hashing it out. All of a sudden, this bitch starts singing, right? They have entertainment, and they have a lady just come out and singing. Imagine you're trying to break up with someone, and this woman just comes out singing some song ballad. They, like, stop talking. The woman finishes singing. They're like, okay. He's like, what do you want to do then? And she's like, I think we should just be friends. Obviously, this is not going to work outside of the villa. And he was like, he flipped a switch, and he was like, okay, cool, no problem. Just say that. Just say that. You could have just said that, you know? We work better as friends. Okay, no problem. And then she started crying, and he's like, all right, this is too much for me. He got up, and he left.
Wait a second. What do you mean he flipped a switch? Like, he already wanted no. He already wanted out, right?
Well, he was, like, being very contradictory because he was saying, but we definitely have a connection. Oh. We can work at it.
Oh, okay.
But you're not going to talk to me the way you did last night. Okay. And, like, whenever I'm ready to be affectionate with you, that's on my terms. Okay. And so she was like, well, you know, she started crying, and he's like, what do you want to do? And she's like, we just need to be friends. Okay. And then he's like, okay. Then he was like, okay. And started acting like a fucking child. He got up, and he left. And she's just sitting there at the table crying. Okay. And I know she's crazy, but no woman deserves this shit. Okay. Yeah. She's crazy, whatever. But she gets up, and he comes back, and he's like, all right, are we leaving, or like, what's wrong? Why are you crying? And she was like, this is just a lot. And he was like, all right, let's go. And she's like in heels and her nice dress. And she's like, well, and he carried her in. Okay. Oh, okay. And so she's like, can you help me? Like, can you help me? I don't want to get my shoes wet. And he was like, I'm not going to carry you. And acting like a fucking child, a man-child, and was like, no, I'm not going to carry you, and let her walk through the fucking water. Oh my God. I was infuriated. You have no fucking balls. You have no dignity. You're not a man. You're a fucking child. Yeah. I don't care if you just got broken up with. I don't fucking care. You still need to be a man. You still need to be respectful. Yeah. To a certain degree. And that just shows so much of his character to me. Like, I would never, ever, ever be with a man remotely close to a type of man that he is. Yeah. For you to just be like, okay, sure. And she was like, well, we can still be friends. We can still, you know, maybe talk. And he was like, yeah, I don't think that's going to work. He flipped a switch.
But do you think he flipped a switch because he was so over it?
Yeah, for sure.
I think he was just, like, so over it.
For sure.
Because I do think she is a lot. I don't let it, if I have not made it clear, I'm not going to talk shit, but I don't like her as a person. And if I had her in my face, it'd be crazy. Like, I don't like you. Yeah. You need you need to go to therapy ASAP. Mm-hmm. But I think he was so over her bullshit that I think at that moment, it's not an excuse to be an asshole, but I think at that moment he was like, okay, yeah, great.
Yes, he was just over it. He was, absolutely.
But I know you say you don't like him, but, like, I almost feel like Huda deserved it. I know that's mean to say because I'm like, okay, she just rode these guys, like, she's just absolutely mean. Like, she was mean to almost all of them. Like, But a true man is what I'm trying to say is a true man would have been like, let me help you. Yeah, at least, like, on good terms. I agree on that.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I can't stand that. Like, the way I just know, like, I'm going to raise my son is, like, it doesn't matter if you just got broken up with. Yeah. You're still going to hold the door for her. You're still going to make sure she gets home safe. You're still going to make sure that she's okay. Yeah. You're going to make sure she's not sitting there crying by herself. You're going to be a respectable person at the same time. And when he was like, no, I'm not carrying you. Yeah. You're a fucking bitch. Yeah. And I would have said that to his face.
That's crazy.
I don't like that shit.
He's also, like, they're all young. So they have, like, this whole, they just come, like, it comes from an ego place.
Definitely.
Okay, definitely. So Amaya Papaya one. She's going to be on Call Her Daddy. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to see that interview.
Yes, I sent that to you guys on the way here. She posted it.
I'm excited. I mean, again, obviously, like, her singing got really popular. She was singing again, like, on the other episode I was watching. I was like, I also, like, it makes you love her because at the same time she is who she is. Like, she's not, like, she wasn't playing a game. She's singing, like, not embarrassed. Like, good for her, you know?
Unapologetic to be herself. I love how in the beginning, I can't remember who it was, but someone she was coupled up with was, like, had a problem with her always saying babe. Who was it, Ace?
Oh, no, it was Austin.
It was Ace.
Oh, she was coupled up with Ace? Oh,
yeah, and Ace was always like, "Why are you always calling me babe?" And like I don't like that. Like, we're not there yet. Like, oh my God, he's stupid.
Austin also had a problem, remember? And she was like, "This is just who I am." And she was crying.
She's a very affectionate, loving person, and she's like, I say babe to everyone. Like, you don't need to take it that way, you know? And if they were being so annoying about it. But she's always stayed true to who she is and hasn't changed at all for anyone. And I really do like that about her.
Yeah. I do too. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad the season is over. I'm so glad. I was just like so upset that this was my first time watching Love Island and it's this garbage.
So there's also a new series that came out called Beyond the Villa, and it's about last year's cast. And it's basically a reality show about them now this summer and what they're up to, and it was so good. I watched the first episode.
Oh, okay.
And I wish you had seen last year's Love Island so we could talk about it because it's so good.
Yeah. I mean, the production team did great because everyone tuned in because of all the drama and all the craziness.
That's why they kept Huda on.
Yeah, absolutely. People, if they would have taken Huda out, it would have been boring. People would have been like, I'm not watching it anymore. Okay. But because they kept her crazy ass.
How do you feel about Iris and Pepe?
Okay. I'm about to say something.
Okay.
I loved Iris when she got there. I think Iris is so beautiful. But I also think Iris can look 100 one minute and busted as fuck the next minute.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if she would, like, go behind closed doors and make out and then look busted. But I feel like 1 second I would be like, oh my gosh, she looks great. And then the next, she's, like, busted looking. I'm like, what are you... You know what I mean? Like not put together.
Yeah,
I'm like, too. I don't know, but I like her.
Me too.
I like her.
I think what it is, she came in as a bombshell.
Yeah.
The lingerie night, right? She came in with a whip, like, looked hot as hell, right? And I'm not saying lingerie and makeup is what makes a woman.
Yeah.
And that's not what I'm trying to say. But she is so beautiful and she has amazing features. And I think they were kind of getting towards the end of Love Island, and I noticed the last 2 episodes, I think she just kind of was like, I'm not going to wear makeup anymore. You know what I mean?
Over
like, she
it.
wasn't...
she wasn't trying as much.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
But I also feel like, and not to say, again, you have to be all dolled up to look beautiful. That's not what I'm saying.
And she's naturally very beautiful.
She is, but I think, like, when you're in a villa with, like, you know, you're in a place that, like, has, like, high humidity and things like that. I think for me, just, like, she was on camera all the time, that I feel like she went some moments to looking hot as hell to, like just, like, literally busted.
I think,
you know what I mean?
You and I are both big on being put together.
Yeah.
Especially...
If I'm on TV.
On TV?
All the time.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
All the time. So that's the only, I mean, and that's not really negative, but that's, like, the only thing I have to say about, Iris's character, if I'm, like, you know, pointing out things about each one. But I liked her. I liked who she was.
When it comes to them together, I feel some type of way about Pepe. Okay, I know he's hot. I know everyone loves him, whatever. I think he's, like, too into her. I think he's too affectionate in a way. So
I didn't watch any of that relationship.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't watch any of it. I was, like, shocked that they ended up together. I think it's fun. Everyone's obsessed with Pepe. He's nice. Like, yeah, he's handsome. He's nice. He's not my type. Like, I'm not like, oh my God, he's so hot. Like, he's handsome. But I do think he has a type, and everyone now, like, I saw, like, these hair salons are like, come get your bleaching treatment for Pepe because he only goes for blondes.
When they saw his mom walk in, I think it all clicked because his dad is Latino and his mom is
blonde.
Well, I mean, she has more, like,
lighter
features.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
So then they were like, oh, now we see
get
where you get it from.
Oh, okay. So I didn't get to see that relationship. Was it like?
It was good. I mean, Iris is very sweet, very kind of more reserved. But again, I don't think this season, I don't think there's an actual one genuine, like, they're in love connection at all.
So did Iris have sex with TJ and then also have sex with Pepe?
I don't think, did they have sex? She did? Oh, she did.
Yeah, I was like, all these people are just, like, having sex with each other.
I know, isn't that so nasty?
I'm like, okay, cool. Go.
Yeah.
And in a way, though, I'm glad. You know what? I'm glad because I hate that I'm in, like, like, sometimes I think my mom's voice is in my head where it's like, oh, that's so slutty. But at the same time, I'm like, if these guys are accepting them and not caring about that, good for you. Because I just had a conversation the other day with the guys, and they're like, oh, yeah, it was Chris, Art, and my coach, Brandon. And they were like, yeah, these girls are all run through. And I'm like, well, no one wants a guy that's been run through either. You know, like, I'm like, y'all are talking about, oh, these girls are, like, run through nowadays. And I'm like, so are the fucking dudes.
You know what?
You know, like.
Did you see the body count game, the challenge that they did with the numbers and stuff?
No, I didn't. There was a body count?
Yeah. There usually is on Love
They
Island.
ask how much.
They do a guess. Like, you guess how many
Oh, is that the
people
one where Austin said he was, like, 1,000 or some shit?
Yeah.
I'm like, boy.
Actually,
Phineas looking.
Yeah, I'm going to talk more about that on Patreon, actually, because I have a lot to say about that, and I don't want to come across as judgmental because I'm not. Because, look, I have my own skeletons in my closet. I think what's crazy, it's national television. And if I knew, like, my family's watching, my peers are watching, the world is watching, it's a little bit different. You know what I mean? Also, when it comes to, like, being in the house with these same people, there is a level of, like, don't you want people to respect you a bit?
That's my thing.
Because you're in the same room with them. I think
I'm in
that's
the same room,
what's kind
but,
of
like,
crazy.
Because you are not closed off and you're exploring connections, like with Pepe, like, I'm not with Pepe right now, but, like, I'm with TJ, and I'm, like, have sex, and then now, like, he left, and I'm like, okay, Pepe, like, you know,
right?
I wouldn't want Pepe to be like, for me, like, it's a respect thing for me, yeah.
But also, they didn't have this, like, crazy spark connection from the get-go, because I'm thinking in my own head, like, look, when I met Blake, him and I literally hooked up immediately. Could someone from the outside looking in judge me for that? Like, oh my God, you literally slept with him on the first date. So why are you sitting here saying, like, who was she? What I'm trying to say is they didn't even have, like, a crazy connection. It was like, I guess, like, yeah, I definitely have some feelings for him. Yeah, okay, yeah, well, last night we did cuddle. And then the next night, yeah, we did have sex. Like, what do you think? There's just some other things I'm just not, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's wishy-washy, and you're having sex with these people.
Yeah.
In my case, right, like, I was head over heels obsessed. You would have left the villa with this man. That's just what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that would have been the only man I had sex with.
Yeah.
So when it comes to these women just, like, let me get a taste of that, let me try this, let me try that, it's kind of crazy.
No, but you're right, national television, like, you're right, like, your parents are watching, your family's watching, like, that's a little bit different. Yeah. So, that's going to be all the Love Island we're ever going to talk about again, guys, okay? I know we're all sick of it, but we wanted to give you guys a recap, our thoughts on all that, and I hope the people learned something. I hope they got what they wanted out of the show. I hope that Hada goes to therapy, and that's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. I think the show needs to sponsor her and give her some therapy.
Yeah, she needs some therapy.
Yes, because we all just want to better ourselves out here.
Yes.
And I think there's lots of lessons to be learned by watching people when it comes to a show like this, because you can take away, okay, I love that quality about him or her, and I hate that quality about him or her.
Yeah, absolutely.
And build your standards for what you want.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love, like, if you're going to be watching this, I think even if you're already in a relationship, like, if you see a quality about a person that you, like, really bugs you, like, you need to ask yourself, okay, is there a part of me that's, do I do this? Like, you know? And, like, it's like, I don't want to be like that.
Yes.
Because I've done that before with, like, other things. And I'm like, wait, I think I'm like that. That's an awful trait. Like, I don't want to be like that. And you change it, you know? So.
Exactly.
Learn from these people's mistakes, because.
Learn the island.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's it, right?
That's it, yeah. And then stay tuned for next week, and we'll go into motivation.
Yes, we'll go into motivation. But thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Bye. I'm literally just a girl.